From the Gospel according to Matthew. After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to see the tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, approached, rolled back the stone, and sat upon it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing was white as snow. The guards were shaken with fear of him, and became like dead men. Then the angel said to the woman in reply, "Do not be afraid. I know that you are seeking Jesus the crucified. He is not here, for he has been raised just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples, he has been raised from the dead, and he is going before you to Galilee. There you will see him. Behold, I have told you." Then they went away quickly from the tomb, fearful yet overjoyed, and ran to announce this to his disciples. And behold, Jesus met them on their way and greeted them. They approached, embracing his feet, and did him homage. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go, tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me." Brothers and sisters, today we celebrate the most important Mass of the year, the Easter Vigil, during which, if there are adults that want to become Catholic, after preparing all year, it is today they receive their baptism, their first communion, their confirmation. Today during the Mass, a very special Mass, the fire is blessed and the Paschal candle, the symbol of the resurrected Christ. We bless the water in the basin of the holy water, which will be used for the next year to baptize, to bless. Today we have to ask ourselves the question, what is the resurrection to us? What is the resurrection for us? President Benjamin Franklin wrote his own epitaph, his own message for his tombstone. And being a believer, he wrote the following words: "The body of Benjamin Franklin, like the cover of an old book, its contents torn out, and stripped of its lettering and the guideline, lies here, food for the worms, but the work shall not be wholly lost, for it will, as he believed, appear once more, in a new and more perfect edition, corrected and amended by the author." Brothers and sisters, believing in the resurrection, believing that we are called to unite with God, to resurrect, that tiny fact, you might say, for all of us who believe, is actually a fact that transforms our whole lives and the way we live those lives. Because without believing in the resurrection, we have to fulfill ourselves here. From our investments to our capacities to our talents, we have to get everything done here, or else we see a uselessness to our lives. Whereas with the perspective of the resurrection, we live our lives knowing that we are going according to the guidelines of He who made us, to return to Him for something even greater. Therefore, any difficulty that comes, any cross, is not an obstacle in our way, but a moment from which we can learn, a moment in which we can better ourselves. Notice that Jesus says this to the woman he meets and to all his disciples after his resurrection. Do not be afraid of pain, of the cross, because from the cross comes the resurrection. Brothers and sisters, without moments of sadness and hardship, we wouldn't know what joy is. And Christ is the only one that can turn our hardships into the resurrection, into something that not only strengthens us, but transforms us for the good, because only God, out of even the darkest sins of evil, can take good. Because he takes the sin, he takes the evil, and we're left with a lesson to become better. Let us ask ourselves today, what is the resurrection for me? What does it mean that I will resurrect? Christ is risen, brothers and sisters. He has truly risen. Hallelujah.